Hello everyone, I'm Tessellating Hexagons, and it's time for a new LP or Let's Play, and I'm not going to read out the dialogue, I'm not going to patronise you. But yes, this is Spyro Adventure, or what was it released as? Like Attack of the Rhynocs or something in the US, but anyway, it's the third handheld Spyro game, after Season of Flame and Season of Ice, but I'm not going to do those because reasons really. You know what? I'm just going to pause for a moment so I can intro properly because LPing is hard, goddammit. But yes, I'm not going to do Season of Ice because I can't complete that game, it is really difficult to 100%. And I'm not going to do Season of Flame because I can't get it to work with my recording setup. So I'm just going to dive straight in with a third installment in the series. You might have already seen that I have 100% of this game before, so that's half the reason why it's a candidate, to be honest. But although I actually finished 100%ing it like last week, but apart from that I haven't played it for quite a long time. But whatever, anyway, dive straight in. Spyro and Sparks here in the Professor's lab and he's done a thing, so I'll let the story speak for itself. Okay. Now, like I said, I haven't played this in a while, so I don't really remember what happens in this game, but apparently this is some kind of CCTV? Oh, it's a tiny rip in the fabric of space. I don't know, it doesn't seem like a good idea when you could just use an actual security camera. But, whatever. Anyway, here's another thing. Now this, as I recall, is the tutorial area. I'm sorry, I have not played this in a while, so yeah, every area has this little intro title card thing. Now, these virtual playground areas, you're going to see a lot of them throughout the game, but most of them don't appear until late game. But this one's going to serve as... yeah, I think this is compulsory. Basically, it just teaches you how to play the game. I don't remember if there's a time limit or not. If there is, that'd be kind of frustrating. No, okay, there isn't. But yeah, it's just teaching you how to break baskets. I don't remember there being giant baskets, but okay. Yeah, so baskets you can destroy using breath abilities or through charging, which is Spyro's other principal attack, whereas vases are immune to flames, you have to charge them. Like so. Now I should introduce him properly. This is Spyro the Dragon. Obviously, as a dragon he can breathe fire, but as has been hinted at already, he can't just breathe fire, there are other things as well. But we'll get to that in due course. I'm sure I've said that already, but whatever. So, this is kind of introducing the fact that enemies are a thing, and most of them you can defeat using breath or charging. Most of the time I prefer to flame them, but I don't really remember my preferences for this game because it's been a long time since I played it. Now, this is a little introduction to jumping, because Spyro, as a dragon, can jump in a variety of different ways. There's the standard jump, then there's gliding. He can't fly properly, at least not in this game. There are some games where you can fly almost freely, but only temporarily. But yep, you can glide. You drop down quite a bit as you fly. Obviously that will be incredibly broken. And then there's hovering, which allows you to get a little bit of extra distance at the end of each glide. Like that. And of course there's... yeah. In these areas, I believe if you fall into that purple electric-y stuff, then there's not really any consequences, you just kind of get launched back out again. But outside in the real world, because this is just a virtual area, you will die, basically. Falling out of the world is insta-kill. Otherwise, if you get hurt by something, then see the little icon in the corner there, in the top right, Sparks goes from yellow to blue to green, and then none. If you get hit while you don't have Sparks, then you die. So... now I remember this. Oh boy. This doesn't end well. That's quite a voice he has there. Oh boy. Cookies. You don't say. Why would you not install an off switch? Okay, I don't remember how you do this. I think it's just... yeah, I kind of just worked that out. Overload potential, that's a bit advanced for your vocabulary. You're just a dragonfly. Dragonfly? Dragonfly. There we go. I was about to say, come over here, you crazy fool, but then he did. And of course, then that's made this thing overload. Oh boy. And here's an introduction to the plot MacGuffin of this game. So, yeah, hearts of the other worlds in the game. Okay, 12 worlds in the game, and so total of 12 hearts. Oh boy, I can't think of anything to say because this is all plot. I think in this game, Ripto is surprisingly similar to the way Bowser is portrayed in the modern Mario games. But anyway, here we are in the Dragon Shores region. Nothing like how it looked in the second Spyro game for the PlayStation 1. So, yeah. Now, he's talking about the journal thing. We kind of already had this, but anyway, this is just a rough introduction of things that we will be getting over the course of the game. Now, this game is a bit different compared to other handheld Spyro titles in that there are only 12 main things that you need to get, and the playground thingy, the virtual world, the tutorial has been warped out here as well. I'm so easily distracted. Before I go any further into Dragon Shores, I will explain that obviously the 12 hearts of the lands are the things you need to collect in order to beat the game. Now, with the other two Spyro titles, those were fairies and fireflies, respectively, and you know that there were upwards of 100 of those in each game, and those were kind of the collectible thing, and kind of like the Power Stars Mario 64. Obviously, this time there are only 12 hearts, and once you've got them, you've pretty much beaten the game. But you get them by way of glorified fetch quests, basically. I don't remember offhand how many items there are in each one, but there are 8 items in every world, and so there are 8 items for the 12 worlds, and amongst those you'll have things that are conducive to obtaining the hearts of the lands, because, like I said, they're all fetch quests, or ability items, which will allow you to do things, including changing colour, which is a nice feature, but that's kind of really optional. There is sunglasses, which we'll get into a lot later, because massive spoiler, but they are a thing. What else is there? Can't remember offhand. There are also things that change your breath abilities. So yeah, they're a thing. Also keys. It looks like you get them as whole things, but no, you get them in halves through 8 side games of 2 different varieties, also bonus items. I think those are the colour changing things, but the keys you get through 2 different types of side game. One of which I used to really hate when I played through this game as a child, but actually I don't find that bad now, and the other I was really good at, but I don't remember what it is at all. And those are gems, those are our other collectible. Not as important as they were in the other games, but you use them to buy things, mostly from Moneybags, who is a bit of a douchebag because he charges you for everything. Also, enemies hiding in baskets, that's a thing. And this is the introduction to what I was just saying. Okay, yeah, that is true. I have some young cousins, and I can totally agree with that. Yeah, oh yeah, that's it. That's how it works. You get quests, and then that's basically like a... Whenever you see that icon, check the journal, or whatever it's called. There we go. You have to pick up these 7 items, and then that's how you get the heart. So these 7 items will be hidden in amongst these things for the 12 lands, amongst the breath items and the other items and so on. So that's a thing that will be happening. But don't write this game off just for being a glorified series of fetch quests, even though that's what it is. But they do it really well, although graphical glitches right there. What I'll be doing with each world is I'll just play through it as I see fit, because, I mean, come on, indulge me a little. I haven't played this game in a very long time. But from the... now, paw prints here. Make note of these for later. They're important later, but they're not important now, and I forgot that the enemy's eyes did that. That's creepy. Meh. Speaking of meh, sheep. You flame one of those, you get a butterfly. Butterfly restores Sparks' health by 1 unit. Yellow is the highest, then there's blue, then there's green, like I said. And then after green, you have nothing. If you get hit while you have nothing, then you die. There is something we can get later on that improves stamina. You get an extra hit point with it. And unrelated, but Dylan the Thief explains that basically in every world there's one of these vaults and 2 hidden switches. You hit both switches in a time limit and it opens the vault, and then you can go inside, and then there's a crap ton of money and stuff inside. I just realised that Sparks makes the eating butterfly noise whenever he grabs a gem, and that's kind of weird. Anyway, I'm kind of focusing on getting the gems at the moment because, I don't know. Yeah, that's another thing. We need to be. You might have seen in the pause menu there's an option called Quick Escape. We can't use that yet, but that's kind of how we get up there. I'm just using the thing here where you hold down the L button and you use the D-pad to look around, and that's where you get dropped off whenever you use Quick Escape. It's kind of like your exit level option. And here's another Hedwig. That's nice name. If I get a cat, I will call it Hedwig. That kind of reminds me, I haven't really gone over the controls. Obviously, A is jump, double A to glide, triple A to glide and hover, R to charge, B to breath, L generally to look around, L and start is the shortcut for the journal, and L and I get a look at the map, but obviously you can't see it all at once because that'd be kind of broken. Anyway. Brilliant commentary right here. I'm just going around getting some more gems. Tried to flame vases. Yes, I say vases, I'm British, deal with it. Getting some more gems. That's something I should explain, even though it should be fairly obvious in what you're seeing. Red gems are worth 1, green are worth 2, purple are worth 5, yellow are 10. I'm not sure what colour 25 gems are in this game, because there are 25 gems, but I don't know, because in the PlayStation versions of the game, the 25 gems are a really beautiful sort of cherry purplish red colour, but in Spyro 2 Season of Flame for the Game Boy Advance they're kind of light blue, which is also pretty. And that's a later world, we can't get to there yet, and I never understood what that sign meant when I was younger. Like, Rhynocs have used the bridge to go out to the Banana Savannah? I don't know! But obviously now it's fairly obvious they mean, oh, they've destroyed the bridge. Anyway, here's Moneybags, that arsehole I was talking about earlier. Yeah, we know his shit by now. And 300 gems? See, this is why you need to collect gems. And in case you couldn't tell, he's referring to one of Elder Terry's toys, which is part of the quest for the Heart of the Dragon Shores, which obviously we need to complete the game. So that's kind of why you need to collect the gems. And yes, that was one of the kids we saw just there, so we can talk to them. I was going to say grab them, but children aren't collectibles. You don't blaze 420 children, that's wrong. Oh, that's useful. We got our box. Ah, now this is part of another quest, but we don't know which part of the quest that is yet. I don't know, does this spoil it? Yeah, it doesn't spoil it, but we have this mysterious box, I'm not sure what it is. And of course, if you press A on an item in this menu, then it'll tell you where you found it. So that's kind of useful for replay value. Like if you're playing through this game a second time like I am, you can go back to a completed file and check where everything is, but I'm not going to do that because I want to play through this semi-blind because I haven't done it in a while. Now then, this is the first main world. Fairy Library. I'd forgotten that this game has some really good music. I'm probably going to play until I hit 20 minutes, so... Ah yes, it has been such a long time, so I've completely forgotten about most of the gimmicks of this game, but yes. There are these insect things where you flame them, and then you press A to get off them again, and it's kind of like how you'll... Because obviously Spyro can only jump up blocks that are about this high, so this is how you get around areas like this. Kind of lazy design, I think, maybe, but This sounds like a trap. I know this is part of a thing, but I don't remember what thing. Ah, there we go. This is another breath ability thing. This, like, before you had Fire Breath, now you can use the select button to switch to Ice Breath as well, which was introduced in the second... Oh, we also have this. But, that wasn't explained at any point, I don't think, so... I don't know how they explained that, so I'll just wait until the game addresses it. But, this is something that took me a while to work out as a child. You can flame these banners and you get gems out of it. Anyway, I'm aware that this is getting to be, this video is getting up in length, so... I don't know, this is the main area of the library. I knew there was something up with that path. So we'll just use our newly acquired ability. Also, you can freeze enemies like that. We'll use our new ability to throw out the books. And I'll tell you what, I will get as many of the books done as possible, and I suppose that should have been my clue to destroy the banners before. Anyway, I'm going to put as many of these books as I can, then I'll probably end off the video. Yeah, you can also ice baskets, which sounds like a euphemism, and that's how you die. Whoops. Yeah, generally speaking, if you use freeze breath on an enemy, then it'll just freeze and you have to charge it again to kill it. Wow, you guys are assholes. I'd say just like all my first dates, but that's Lucagen's thing. I don't want to steal anyone's catchphrases. Will you shut the Fudgeballs up? Are Fudgeballs a thing? Or is that just a really nasty euphemism? I don't want this video to be too long, so I'm going to take a wander down here. Calm down. More gems! And yet we still don't have enough for the... I keep doing the die! Maybe this is a sign that I should end the video, because I keep doing... there isn't a life counter in this game, I don't think. That was introduced in... well, for the... can you not? Yeah, lives were a thing, certainly in Spyro 1 and 2 for the Game Boy Advance, but they're not in this version because death is a slap on the wrist, maybe? Oh, back here again. So, yeah, just going to have a quick look at the map. Yeah, I'm going to end it off here, so... I've been Tessellating Hexagons. I don't know, I spent so long making up random endings for Vader that I don't remember how I end off videos like these. So, I don't know, I'll just stick in an end slate, and hopefully you'll join me again on Wednesday for part 2 of my LP of Spyro Adventure.